Ladies and gentlemen and other assembled guests, welcome to the Anime Detour 2021 Online Cosplay Masquerade. Our program will begin in approximately 5 minutes. Please take your seats. Our program will begin in approximately 2 minutes. We will be beginning momentarily. Please enjoy the show.
skills of so many talented. Hello, welcome to Anime Detour 2021. And the cosplay celebration. I'm your host, Kat Connery. Tonight we will be celebrating a multitude of different genres. There's no competition, just an opportunity to share the varied and plentiful skills of so many talented individuals. So sit back and enjoy as we celebrate this unique art form. Oh, and don't leave before the credits are over. Entry number 1, we have MJ as Detour Girl. MJ started cosplaying Detour Girl back in 2014. She was having a hard time deciding what she wanted to cosplay that year. Checking the Detour website for that year's theme, she saw a banner with Detour Girl on it. "That's it! That's my cosplay," she said. She believed this would be a great way to show her love and appreciation for Detour. There was a bit of trepidation at first. Would it be okay to cosplay Detour Girl? To her relief, people loved it. She was so happy to see everyone's positive reactions, especially the amazing Detour staff. Entry number 2. And now, sound advice from the Plague Doctor. During the first weeks of the COVID-19 shutdown, costumer Katie Hammerback was both a little bored and angry that she couldn't go anywhere fun. In 2 days, she built the mask, and pulling together parts of her Renaissance outfit, she assembled this original creation, the Plague Doctor. Remember, wash your hands. Entry number 3. Anime's Deadliest Warrior, old versus new. The question has been posed. In a fight, who would come out on top? Classic old school Captain Harlock, or Fate's Saber, a Toria Pendragon? Presented for you by Joe Strews and Amanda Arthur Strews. Winner of Best Anime Presentation and Best Recreation for Media at Archon 33 in 2009. Entry number 4. We present Fashion Tsukimi. Tonight's model Fondant Swirl is presenting Tsukimi Kurashita from Princess Jellyfish. The ensemble first premiered in 2019 and was created by Goosey Designs and Honeywings on Etsy. Entry number 5. Shoto Todoroki from My Hero Academia. Shoto's a member of Class 1A at UA High, where he's training to become a pro hero. His quirk allows him to manipulate both ice and fire, making him a strong ally or a devastating enemy. Modeled by Rosalind M's, costume made by Mick Costumes. Entry number 6. That could have gone better, or that could have been a lot worse. A battle-damaged Indy from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Troy LaFay presents our intrepid archaeologist adventurer extraordinaire after a harrowing adventure. This costume was created by a combination of purchased and thrift store finds. Makeup by Troy LaFay. Entry number 7, Superhero for a Day 2021. This Wonder Woman costume was constructed with a pajama top from Goodwill, a $1 clearance 4th of July skirt, along with gold glitter ribbon and Mom's very underdeveloped sewing skills. Throw in a headband with wrist cuffs from a too small dress-up costume, and you have a homemade, handmade, original superhero costume. Presented tonight by 6-year-old Aubrey Wells, constructed by her mom, Bonnie Wells. Entry number 8, a classic. If you don't know, or at least recognize costumes from Star Trek the original series, they have one question for you. Have you been hiding under a rock for the last 55 years? Modeled by Robin and Doug Childs, these costumes are easy, breathable, and light enough to deal with the heat of the summer con. Entry number 9, The Others. Based on George R.R. Martin's Song of Ice and Fire books, this was before HBO and The Night King. The scale armor is constructed from CD-ROMs, cut, textured, and applied to rug canvas. The swords are made from traditional flashlights with plexiglass blades. The model sees out through the slots in the helm, while blue LED eyes peer over. Dry ice fog rolled out from underneath the feet of these ice wraiths, freezing all they touched. The 9-foot-tall heart tree puppet spoke the words, "Winter is coming," and a crow in the branches flapped its wings. Winner of the Tour Book Prize for Best Recreation from a George R.R. Martin book, worn by Greg Abba, John Moaning, Lori Bremen, Rochelle Rubitz, Amanda Arthur, and Sally Abba. This is The Others. Entry number 10, Little Red Riding Wolf. This Grimm's fairy tale lycanthropic mashup is an original design by Mary Pippins and asks the question, who ate whom? Costume construction and makeup by Mary Pippins. Entry number 11, from Star Wars, Swarm Wars Mara Jade. Presented by Elizabeth Erickson, created for Star Wars Celebration in 2019. The outfit was built by Ms. Erickson, leatherworks by PHP Props. Entry number 12, The Weller's Matt Freeborn. From the book The Weller by Adam Whitlatch, Matt fights to survive in a post-nuclear landscape, where the most valuable commodity in the wastes is clean potable water. This makes him a prime target for attack from savage road pirates, grotesque mutants, ravenous cannibals, and ruthless private armies. Armed with his trusty sidearm, the Well Digger, Freeborn is fully prepared to handle any of these terrors. But there are still things even the Weller fears. The bogeyman of the wastes. Distillers. Presented tonight by Jay Bottom, costume by Adam Whitlatch and Jay Bottom. Entry number 13, Girls' Day Out, Wizard World 2019. Some days, you just gotta do it. Put on a favorite, maybe a new cosplay, and head to the convention in hopes of encountering that one special celebrity. Here, we present Katie Pippins as the Winter Soldier, Samantha Pelagos as Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones, and Mary Pippins as an elven archer. P.S. No luck espying that special celebrity attendant, but they still had a blast. Entry 14. If you have ever attended the Labyrinth of Jareth Masquerade Ball, do not be surprised if you've seen our next entry. A Baron in Knight's Clothing. Built by Aaron Dighton and Conchita Marie Angel as part of the Labyrinth of Jareth Masquerade event in Los Angeles, California, and presented by Tadao Tomomatsu. Entry number 15, The Witch King of Angmar. Based on Peter Jackson's adaptation of J.R.R. Tolkien's masterwork, Ryan Capps presents the greatest of the ring wraiths. Constructed of steel, cotton, silk, linen, and canvas, this cosplay premiered in 2019 and was featured at the San Diego Comic-Con's virtual cosplay show in 2020. If you believe this would be an easy costume to wear, bear in mind It features over 30 yards of fabric and weighs over 40 pounds. Entry number 16, Tank Girl. From the Tank Girl comic created by Jamie Hewlett and Alan Martin in 1988, she's rude, obnoxious, dirty, and imperfect, but she's still the hero, and the boys love her. According to costumer and model Kat Powell, this isn't really a cosplay for me so much as it's daily wear. It was put together in 2016 for a screening of the 1995 film starring Lori Petty. Entry number 17. I would like to introduce you to medieval Fluttershy. This lovely interpretation of Fluttershy from the animated TV show My Little Pony is modeled by Emily Chesley. The kirtle, chemise, veil, wimple, and coif were built by Ms. Chesley in 2020. The wings were made by Deuce Wingalings, and the cutie mark pouch was made by Scoundrel's Keep. Entry number 18. Bob Ross and She-Ra. She's a princess of Eternia, and he's a simple painter from Florida. Together they would teach people the joy of painting for the honor of Grayskull? Presented by Heather B. and John Stensrud. Entry number 19. Just Smile. This female version of the Joker, presented by Mandy Arthur Strews, transformed on stage from a mild-mannered lady to a mind of madness. Winner of Best Transformation Award at Archon 43 in 2019 and Best in Show at the 2020 Con Zealand Worldcon. Just Smile. Entry number 20. Number 9. When 9 springs to life, it finds itself in a post-apocalyptic world where humans no longer exist, and the only signs of life are sentient ragdolls like itself and the machines that hunt them. Though the youngest of the group, 9 convinces its comrades that the only way to survive against the machines is to stop hiding. Best in Show at Archon 33 in St. Louis, the animated movie 9 premiered 3 weeks before the convention in 2009. This group had all 9 characters on stage 3 weeks later. Entry number 21. The Impossible Girl. Lexi presents Clara from Doctor Who, companion of 2 doctors and deemed the Impossible Girl by the 11th. She was with them on the day that counted most, the day they chose not to use the moment and find another way to save his planet. Entry number 22. Matter Hatter. She's the Mad Hatter's cousin, who would argue she's Matter. Original cosplay designed, created, and worn by Karen Zwick. Presented in 2018 at Demicon 29, Down the Rabbit Hole, where she was awarded Best Artisan category. Entry number 23. Space Blanket Bingo, da-da-da-da, Space Blanket Bingo. These fringe dresses were designed, constructed, and worn by Cheryl Harper, Amanda Arthur Strews, Jeanette Roth, Danielle Roth, and Rochelle Rubitz for Icon 24, 1999. Space Blanket Bingo, da-da-da-da. Entry number 24. So, you think you can defeat me? This is Dark Pit from the Kid Icarus Uprising video game. This character is created as an opposite of the main character, an angel named Pit, when they look into a cursed mirror. The costume was created and built in 2013 by @cybernetic.dragoon. It was their first time making wings and a full cosplay from scratch. Entry number 25. Steampunk Leia. Princess Leia's classic 1977 white dress re-envisioned with a sassy steampunk vibe, complete with leather corset, multi-compartment accessory belt, and airship goggles. Modeled by Ange Olsen and constructed by HMUA. Entry number 26. From My Hero Academia, Himiko Toga, a major antagonist in the manga and animated series, she is affiliated with the League of Villains and a member of the organization's Vanguard Action Squad. Confronting protagonist Midoriya, she asks, "Why are you hoping to become a hero? Honor? Pride? For someone else's sake? I want to know all about you." Presented by Rosalind M's, costume created by Mick Costumes. Entry number 27, The Jones Boys. Dr. Henry Jones and a young Indiana are out for an adventure. Presented at Convergence in Minneapolis, Minnesota in 2012 by Laszlo and Max Nemishi. These outfits were thriftily put together by both gentlemen and just for fun. Dr. Jones was heard to state, "This is my favorite." Entry number 28. Flameth from Dragon Age 2, Dragon Age Inquisition. Constructed and modeled for you by Puppy Rock 3, this cosplay was first presented in 2018 at San Japan. If you ask her, Puppy Rock 3 will tell you that she made everything except for the feathered shawl. Entry number 29, Samurai Royal Guard. Based on the Royal Guard from Star Wars The Return of the Jedi and the Bandai Samurai Royal Guard action figure, Ryan Capps models the suit of armor designed for full LED saber combat. Constructed from kydex, fiberglass, cotton, wool, silk, and aluminum, this suit of armor took over 700 hours to complete. Entry number 30, Galaxy Breast Bras. From Fredericks of Dollywood and Euphoria's Secret comes the Galaxy Breast Bra, the bra that launched 1,000... well, okay, maybe one B-movie career. Presented by Amanda Arthur, Rochelle Rubitz, Jeanette Roth, Sally Abba, and Maine Dunlap, a Best Novice winner at ShyCon 2000's Worldcon. Entry number 31. From the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Doctor Strange. This costume is based on McCall's pattern 7676 and was created as part of a Halloween display for a shop called Fabric Outlet. The pattern was modified to make it as accurate as possible, but options were limited since the materials were provided by the shop. Constructed by Kat Powell, her normal cosplay endeavors are an extension of her involvement with the creative reuse movement, the goal being to create a recognizable costume using only the components one has on hand. Kat says this costume is the closest she'll ever get to traditional cosplay, and she's damn proud of it. Entry number 32, Captain Planet. Gaia, the spirit of the planet, assembles a diverse team of Planeteers who can combine their powers to summon an elemental warrior, the superhero, Captain Planet. He works with the Planeteers to defend Earth from pollution caused by criminals and villains. Presented by John Stensrud. Entry number 33, They're Just Wild About Harry. When Box Office Magazine held a competition to display the work of Harry Potter fans, Dream Stitcher answered. Out of thousands of submissions, only 20 images were chosen to be published in the magazine. Of those 20, 3 of them were from Dream Stitcher. Presenting Bill Hedrick as Professor Dumbledore, Dominic Doty as Hagrid, Erin Grono as Harry Potter, and Professor McGonagall is Dream Stitcher herself, Ray Lundquist. Entry number 34, The White Lady. Winter's Doe from the Sci-Fi Channel's The Magicians. A questing creature, the Winter's Doe possesses her own magic, allowing her to grant wishes. But first, you must catch her. Modeled and built by Mary Pippins for her first ever Comic-Con. Entry number 35, My Soul Can't Be Cut. This is Raiden from the Metal Gear Rising Revengeance video game. Built in 2019 by @cybernetic.dragoon, they said my biggest armor build of my favorite cyborg ninja, Raiden, the Inferno version. That is Raiden from Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Entry number 36, The Tarot Reading. Presented as a tarot reading with characters from the Romanin Tarot. Each card came to life. the 4 major arcana from the London Tarot appeared from behind giant cards. Each participant worked on their own costume, some contributing to several. The group entered in the Journeyman category and went home with Best in Show at Archon 26. Entry number 37, Torchwood. From the Torchwood Institute, Captain Jack Harkness and an ace team of experts, including Yanto Jones, investigate unexplained extraterrestrial incidents on Earth. Presented by John Itzen and Seamus O'Kerwin. Entry number 38. From Marvel Comics, The Scarlet Witch from Avengers Age of Ultron. First presented by Elizabeth Erickson in 2015, this is an entirely thrifted outfit with alterations done by Ms. Erickson. Entry number 39. Progression of a cosplayer. Like many, it started with a pretty dress. Then inspiration hits, and we strike out in new directions, finding our inner strength and our creativity. Presented and constructed by Kat Moncour. Entry number 40. Rarity of the Lobby. Fondant Swirl presents Rarity from My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Creators of this confection are Goosey Designs on Etsy and Yaya Han Shop. Entry number 41. Batman and Robin Across the Timescape. It began as a steampunk superhero mashup for a group at Convergence in Minneapolis, but it has served with a quick changeover as dapper Renfest garb. The costumes aren't canon, but that's not always why we do it. As long as it's for fun and having a good time, so be it. Modeled by Doug and Robin Childs. Entry number 42. Gray Jedi. The Gray Jedi, or simply Gray, refer to those who can use both light and dark side force abilities and weren't beholden to the strict tenets of the Jedi Order. Constructed in Italian raw silk and linen by Joellen Drazan and modeled by Ann Jolson. Entry number 43. Hero and Villains. From the classic 1960s Batman series, we have Batgirl, the Joker, and Poison Ivy. Kat and Matthias made their Poison Ivy and Joker costumes. Yukiko's Batgirl may have been purchased, but the entire Moncour family are very proud of their costumes. Entry number 44. When you lose a bet. This confection was created by Conchetta Marie Angel for the Labyrinth of Jareth Masquerade Ball. Be careful when you make a bet with elves and other magical beings. You could wind up as a fluffy Lolita Dot at an anime convention. Worn by Tadao Tomomatsu, who was heard muttering, "Why am I the only one dressed like..." Oh, bother. Entry number 45. Danielle from the Stepsister Scheme book series by Jim C. Hines. The costume was built by Pamela Webster using modified commercial and original patterns. The sword was constructed by TSY, Thompson Shipyard, from plexiglass and modeling clay. Difficult to see in the photo is a tiny image of a hickory leaf etched into the blade. That detail is what made the author, pictured with Pam, realize she was cosplaying one of his own characters. Danielle was first presented at Icon in Des Moines, Iowa in 2016. Entry number 46, Dokkaebi. Inspired by Korean legend, also known as Korean goblins, they are nature deities or spirits with extraordinary powers that are used to interact with humans, sometimes helping them, other times tricking them. Original creation designed and worn by Karen Zwick. First presented in 2019 at DemiCon 30 in Des Moines, Iowa, where it was awarded Best Workmanship and Best in Show in their masquerade. Entry number 47. Something winter this way comes. The Winter Dragon and his Frost Maidens greet the audience at the Archon 25 Masquerade in 2001. Costumes designed, constructed, and worn by Sally Abba, Greg Abba, and Rochelle Rubitz. The 8-foot-tall dragon is on drywall stilts. The mask was purchased, then custom painted by Greg Abba. Entry number 48, The Good Doctor, presented tonight by Brandon Maida. An original character created for the game Call of Cthulhu, Dr. Emmett Bradbury, aka Peaches, is just another good old boy from Georgia, where every girl's crazy about her sharp-dressed man. Entry number 49, Technicolor Pirates. Luminescent, captain of the airship Lightbright, had to hold his French bosun back. Oh, but Capitan! Fluorescent protested. They say we are not too bright. Them is fighting words. Presented by Seamus O'Kerwin and Kat Petmiller, built by Kat Petmiller and Michelle Clark. Entry number 50, The Doctor and Her TARDIS. A Doctor Who cosplay by Merida, who was only 5 at the time, constructed by means of thrifting and the help of friends. The cosplay was done in 2019, and though it was her first ever cosplay, Merida is looking forward to doing more, and we can't wait to see them. Entry number 51, Just Desserts. Built as part of a group cosplay for the Archon Masquerade in St. Louis, Missouri, I give you Devil's Food Cake. Ooh, the devil made her do it. Entry number 52, A Ragged Band of Crows. Based on George R.R. Martin's Game of Thrones books and influenced by the HBO television series, the entry features men of the Night Watch, 2 rangers with swords, a builder with a mallet, a maester with chain and crow, and a steward with an axe. Creative use of everyday objects abounds in prop making for this entry. The mallet is an oatmeal container covered in construction paper, and the maester's staff was once an ornamental tree that upon death was repurposed. Music for the presentation was the guitar solo from Pink Floyd's The Wall, ending with a filk chorus of "All in all, we're just defending the wall." Entry number 53, Chibi Moon. Chibi Moon, or Chibi Usa from Sailor Moon, was first presented by Puppy Rock 3 at Colossal Con in 2015. Constructed by Puppy Rock 3 with accessories by Katsuya's Secret Studio and Mayuri Moon. Entry number 54, Stama Tar from Sci-Fi's Defiant series. A member of the Castian alien species, she is beautiful, loyal, and the perfect picture of a Castian wife. Beneath the surface, however, lies a different side that is ready to break free from the traditional subservient role assigned to her by her cast. Costume created by HMUA and presented by Ange Olson. Entry number 55, Number 8. According to costumer and model Kat Powell, I know this pegs me as a hipster, but Paul McGann is my doctor. He didn't get a lot of screen time, but he resonated with me in a way none of the others did. Kat's 8th Doctor costume started with a silk velvet coat found at a flea market. The rest of the outfit was assembled from what she had on hand, except for the cravat and the sonic screwdriver. Kat Powell as the 8th Doctor. Entry number 56, Shadow God. An original creation from Matthew Baser. He created this costume from a mix of canvas, latex, foam, and leather. It took a solid year of construction, deconstruction, and reconstruction again to complete. Presented by Matthew Baser. Entry number 57, Full Metal Alchemist Blood Brother. From the anime of the same name, Allie Castle and Amanda Moss bring to life Edward Elric and Roy Mustang. Built by Allie Castle and Amanda Moss and first presented in 2013. Entry number 58, Aerith Gainsborough from Final Fantasy VII Reboot. Modeled and constructed by Kumara Cosplay, this outfit was created in quarantine last year. The dress and jacket were made from scratch, including functional pockets. 3D printed bracelets and a necklace created from found objects complete the look. Entry number 59, Green Arrow. Based on the DC Comics series and built for another con group costume, these outfits allow us to get into some of the darker comic tropes and still have fun with it. Modeled tonight by Robin and Doug Childs. Entry number 60, Dahlia. Puppy Rock 3 Cosplay presents Dahlia Hawthorne from Ace Attorney. Originally presented in 2017 at Anime Boston and built by Puppy Rock 3 with whiteout contacts from Honeycolor. Entry number 61, Sharknado. From the movie of the same name, this creative presentation won the Best Humor Award in 2016 at Mid-America Con 2 in Kansas City. Presented by Mandy Arthur-Struess, Joe Struess, and Chris McBride. Entry number 62. From Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, we present Ms. Luna Lovegood in her Slughorn's Yuletide party dress. Worn by Elizabeth Erickson, constructed by Elizabeth Erickson and Kat Pettmiller. Entry number 63. Indy and Short Round return to the village. A recreation of a publicity still from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Troy LeFay and Ben Sherva harken us back to the calm before the storm as we set out on another wild adventure with Dr. Jones. With a combination of commercial, thrift, and original World War II components, Mr. LeFay brings Dr. Jones to life. Short Round's costume was handmade by Kat Pettmiller. Entry number 64, Spirits of the Tea. Based on the artwork of Kuniko Y. Craft, these paintings have adorned the boxes of Celestial Seasoning tea from 1989 to 1993. It was their immense pleasure to bring Ms. Craft's work into the third dimension. As artist guest of honor at Mid-America Con 2 in Kansas City, Ms. Craft was delighted by this. For their excellence, the Mid-America Con 2 Masquerade Award of Merit was bestowed upon them, presented by Les Roth, Greg Abba, Rochelle Rubitz, and Sally Abba. That's our showcase for this evening. We want to thank everyone who provided us with these wonderful images, and especially to you, our viewers, for tuning in. I'm Kat Connery. We hope to see you all in person at Anime Detour 2022. Be well and stay safe. Have a good night.